Chapter 11. Love. A person's home is on earth, but their couple's home is in the sky. Thus, the lost ones wander the world, having not met their couple. They have not met because they could not hold themselves back from wrongful deeds. As a result, their days became short, and they missed their couples. I sent the couple either earlier or later, but they did not manage to come together. There is no point in arguing. What I have decreed is done. Return to the righteous path and weave for yourself the missing thread, so that catch up with your couple. Whether I assigned a couple to everyone, then, I will say, is the most important question. Not for everyone, because a person must first earn their couple, and if they haven't, perhaps they do not have one. The power of one who has been able to form a couple for themselves originates in heaven. People emerge with wings, with no gender, and they take on a different form, matching with others by their own image. The plan is such that when an angel divides its halves, there should be enough for each one. But the power itself cannot move things enough for the two to meet immediately. And the power cannot answer where your other half is or how to approach it. The most important thing is that the half no longer looks exactly as it was when the angel created it. Then hail fell and battered that field, and the flames burned, and the grain scattered, and it grew and it creeped in, and it succumbed to the evil and the bitter, and did not do what was given credit to him. And it did not know, did not repent, did not apologize, and was not satisfied. That's why their covering became such that even the angel who created it could not recognize it. That covering is woven from the finest threads, whose name I do not know. It is a glowing covering, light and easy to carry with joy. I give this covering to the first man of the lineage, and clothe to the first woman of the lineage with it. It is passed by the sons. A new thread is woven, passed along, and developing. When the wind blows, it will carry it away and tangle it. Thus, that covering cannot be rewoven, but it can be preserved, repaired, refreshed, and patterned. It is given in white color, so that the person can place their marks upon it. Many know how to approach and how to read those patterns, and understand what that person will encounter and whom they will part with. It is said that many can read those patterns. The brightest are visible to many, and the darkest too, while the beautiful ones stand out as well. The covering is woven from light and is attributed to the light. On the right shoulder there is an angel's face, on the left there is a demon, and a dispute between them, and a cherub's face, and a mother's, and mine. A cover is woven, and new faces are painted, of whom you loved, or were loved, and with whom you will remain. The day will come, and the faces from that veil will stand in a row to answer about you and speak the truth about you, and to argue again about whether you have earned your right to pure love. When someone doesn't love someone, and the other one is drying up, then it's empty. Take yours, don't touch someone else's. Yours will always love you. There is also this argument: why does the one I love not love me in return? I say, it is meaningless and incomplete, and love exists only because something from their light has drawn you in. You ask me to give their love to you, and I answer, warm yourself in their flame, understand yourself, gather your strength, and remember the face you yourself have. This is the mystery of why the one you love does not recognize you. Seek the answer yourself and ask yourself, do you see your face? Do you recognize yourself? Who will you become if you stay close to such a person? Understand that the light from another has been sent to help you, to stir your whirlpool, and to shape your flow. Thank them for the help, thank them for the gift, say thank you, and bow, for another has done your work for you and ennobled you, the lazy one. I place this in honor of those who, without disgracing themselves, accepted that light and did not disgrace another, who bowed and honored the light sent to them. And if the light directed by them was established and their whirlwind rose, I count you among those who are established and lit. This is why I send love to people. It aids the light, illuminates your head, and creates. Do not rush the one you love, do not extort, do not force, do not demand. I record your selfless love at the highest price and place it in your bowl. It will teach you much and tell you the rules. If the light no longer exists between you, the flame itself will extinguish and descend, the connection will break, and that fire will turn to ashes. Do not grumble that love has disappeared, do not bargain, and do not cry. The world does not see those tears, only your flame shines brightly for the world. Do not be angry, do not quarrel, but quietly flame, for your own good, as an example to others, and as joy to me. Love does not grumble, does not demand reciprocity, does not seek success, does not accept conditions, does not take without reflection, and does not argue with itself. It is the joy and goodness of seeing, hearing, and knowing that it exists. It does not impose, does not claim, does not dissolve, does not burden, and does not demand. Events go on as they went, and do not budge, but only joy and tenderness live in the heart, and accepts and gives, and will not argue, and does not tie you, because it is with you forever. It does not depend on anything or anyone, does not rely on anyone, and is not bent by anyone. It simply is, in one form or another. It does not look at the rules, does not compare itself to others, and sends out its fire without expecting a response. Such love is unknown to many, and many do not desire such love. It needs nothing, and there is no demand. By my grace, only such love is granted to mothers for their children, or to sisters, or monks, or the free and holy. Their love is holy with its silence, its unquenchable flame, and it has no ambition, no need for feelings or virtues, but simply understands. And that flower blooms that guides the path from its crown. Whether the happiness called goodness exists or not, a person is rich in what they have nurtured for themselves, set as their reward, sought and cherished. It is sleep compared to passion and bliss. The path of love is illuminated with a pure and bright flame, and it is equal to the sun and stars, and besides that, there is no other love so holy. Only for righteous love can I give a measure, and the measure of love that has passed, but whose light did not fade. Aside from this, with no human love do I fill a person's bowl with my light. Those bowls remain empty, except for those I have named. Those that have extinguished, I do not measure. I gather the hottest embers that smolder and turn them to ash, and I calm the bloodiest passions. These do not benefit the body unless the person has taken that torch as help for themselves. When the torch is extinguished, only the stench remains. Understand your place, understand your path, understand where love is and where hatred lies, and do not accept what is not aligned with your own nature. Do not mourn when much light is directed toward you, and do not agree for less. Do not trust the false, and do not gather embers for your head. Many did not listen to me, and they did not allow their strength to unfold. Instead, they grab the first thing that comes their way, and so they are destroyed. Where should I judge all this, and whom should I blame, and by what measures should I measure it? For it is unclear who is right and who is wrong. Direct your light to your work, your joy, your kindness, and your justice, and there will be no throwing around, and there will be no enmity and family quarrels. Thank the person who lit your light, and if it doesn't go out, then thank him twice, and warm, and guide, and make the transformation yourself. There will be two of you, and you will find a prefix for your crown, and you will get drunk, and you will sing, and you will double. That light will be added to your crown, and your bowl will turn over, and I will agree that you are in my name, and I am in your name, and together we are not cramped. I will cover your head with a veil, I will protect you, and I will lead you, and assign you a rank, because with holy light you have kindled your love, and it is sent to my house. A quiet harbor is not always a good arrangement for life, because light fades in such a harbor. A person realizes that it is light they truly lack, yet they have nothing to ignite it with, and darkness and confinement set in for both. They begin to hide from each other, and summon guests, and visit guests, and crawl into their holes, but they don't know how to fix it. The place changes everything. Put your astral in place and perform the ritual, and see whether it looks at the light or at the darkness. If it is light, turn it over, scatter it across the floor, and chant, a full house and a full circle, at dawn I will rise, at dawn I will pray, I will turn to the image. Preserve my light, shine where there is none, look through the window, gather the basket. On me, on my husband, let no cold blow. Place under my head a slumbering spouse, place a ring on my heart, not as a mistress, but as a wife. Gather water, give it to the maiden. Let us steam in the bathhouse, everyone will smile. Look, pray, cross yourself 3 times. Feelings will intensify. Love does not fast, does not leave traces and does not pass away for someone who has lost his own lucky chance. When chance smiles on someone, they must act immediately, because all of story lies in the technique of looking, whether you manage to catch someone's gaze and anchor it to yourself. Look and tell them that the most important thing is meeting you. By this trace, the person will be drawn to you. For example, a girl is getting ready for a walk, dressing up, putting on makeup, but none of that is really important. Let her look at herself in the mirror, but not to check for blemishes or imperfections. Let her look as if she's gazing into the eyes of her great love, and just look, and feel. When a guy comes along, one who catches her attention, let her gaze at him the same way. She will send him a message with that look, and he will remember it, and want to understand what phenomenon he has encountered. That look doesn't stay long in memory, so when they meet again, look at him again the same way and anchor him. Whether you smile or not, the essence is different. Through the strength of your love, attach your person to you. Extend an invisible hand to his eyes, and let that hand never fade. Let it touch his face, and try to intensify that touch. He will sleep, and that invisible hand will continue to touch him. Success depends on the strength of the charge, and a spark will occur if you can direct your intent.